Welcome to History with Bruce. Join me as we explore the historic forts and castles of Ghana, once key trading post during transatlantic slave trade. Let's uncover a brief story and secrets behind these iconic landmarks. Fort Christiansburg, also known as Osu Castle. The Osu Castle is located in Osu in the Greater Accra region. It was built by Denmark and Norway in 1660. The castle was first used for gold and ivory trade, but Norwegians used it for the trade in slaves. It served multiple roles over the centuries, including as the seat of government for Ghana until 2013. The Osu Castle has a unique history. Today, Osu Castle stands as a symbol of Ghana's political evolution from colonial rule to independence. Fort Apollonia is a fort in Benin, Ghana. The name Apollonia was given to the area by a Portuguese explorer who sighted the place on the feast of Saint Apollonia. The Swedes established a trading post at Apollonia as part of the Swedish Gold Coast in 1655 to 1657. In 1691, a British trading post was erected at the site, which between 1768 and 1770 was extended into a fort. After the abolition of slave trade, the fort was abandoned in 1819, but it was again occupied from 1836 onwards. Fort Sebastian is located in Shama, Ghana. It was built by Portuguese in 1523. It was built to serve the purpose as a trading post. The original purpose of the fort was to serve as a deterrent to English sailors interfering in trade in Shama. Fort William is located at Anomabo in the central region of Ghana. It was built by the British in 1753 and 1760. It was built for slave trading purposes. It was named in honor of King William III of England. The fort served multiple purposes, including defense, trade, and administration. It was a key site for British in the transatlantic slave trade. Fort Orange was built as a trading post on the Dutch Gold Coast in 1642 near Sekondi in the western region of Ghana. It functioned as a lodge for a while during 1670s, and that was the original purpose for the fort before it was used as a trading post. The trading post was enlarged into a fort in 1960. Fort James is a fort in Accra, Ghana. It was built by the British as a trading post in 1673, where it joined the Dutch fort 1649 and the Danish fort Christiansburg 1652. The fort stands next to Jamestown Lighthouse, and from colonial times up to 2008, the fort served as a prison. The Elmina Castle, also known as São Jorge da Mina, St. George of the Mine, was constructed by the Portuguese in 1482. It's the oldest European building in existence below the Sahara and was built to protect the Portuguese trade interest in the region. The castle was strategically located on the Gulf of Guinea to control the gold trade, which was abundant in the area. Hence the name Elmina, derived from the Portuguese word for the mine. Today, Elmina Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and serves as a museum and a poignant reminder of the horrors of the slave trade. It attracts thousands of visitors each year who come to learn about the history of transatlantic slave trade and pay their respect to the memory of those who suffered and perished within its walls. Fort St. Antony, also known as Fort Santo Antonio, was built by the Portuguese in 1550 in the coastal town of Accra, Ghana. It was established to protect and expand Portuguese trade interests in the region, particularly in gold, which was abundant in the area. The fort was strategically positioned to control trade routes and facilitate the export of gold and other valuable resources back to Portugal. In 1642, the Dutch captured Fort St. Antony from the Portuguese as part of their broader strategy to dominate along the Gold Coast. Cape Coast Castle, originally constructed by the Swedes in 1653 for the timber and gold trade, is one of the largest and most prominent forts in Ghana. Initially built as a lodge, it was later expanded into a fort by the Dutch and subsequently captured and extensively rebuilt by the British in 1664. Under the British control, Cape Coast Castle became a major hub in the transatlantic slave trade. Enslaved Africans were captured and brought to the castle, where they were held in dark, overcrowded dungeons under the horrific conditions. These captives were then shipped across the Atlantic to the Americas, often through the infamous Door of No Return, a final exit point from the castle to the waiting slave ships. Today, Cape Coast Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a museum dedicated to the memory of the transatlantic slave trade and the impact of European colonization on Africa. Thank you guys for joining me on this incredible journey through Ghana's historic forts and castles. If you enjoyed this exploration, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to History with Bruce and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on any questions you have about these incredible landmarks. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.